This is broken. Really construction paper. YouTube. So today I'm going to be working in my classroom. Today is Monday, July 31st, and I've been working on it a little bit throughout this month, but not too much. I just realized that we have 2 full weeks before we have to report back to school, so I'm going to be quite busy trying to figure out everything for my room. Someone was telling me that our stuff for our curriculum and for stuff that we ordered is in, so I'm going to have to go look at all that. My goal today is to get bulletin boards done and then to look at the other things that I ordered. I have other things to do, but I have no idea if I'm going to get it done, and also it's like really hot in there, so we will see. What a hot mess that I left it. But some of this stuff wasn't here. Like all these boxes over here is like all orders in our curriculum. I was not here when I left. This rest of this mess was classroom, and when I came in I had all these boxes of stuff. So I'm gonna go through them and show you guys what I got for my purchase orders. So for what I got, I know I got construction paper and Decor charts, but I don't remember what else I ordered. So let's start with this box. So I got some sentence strips, and I actually don't use these for like sentence writing. I actually use these because these are like a perfect size for kids' hats, and you can use it as a hat. So usually I'll like have them glue whatever picture it is on here, and then they use like the writing strip to write their name. Or sometimes I've done like retelling pictures, and then we'll put them in order here. So I got some sentence strips. Oh, I totally forgot I ordered this. It's like the thing with like making purchase orders in like May and then getting stuff in July or August, and you totally forget what you order. So I'm excited for this. So this is a magnetic 10 block set. And so I use this during our calendar time. Instead of using our sticks for how many days we put in school, I actually use this instead, because then it helps our kids when we get to place value and they understand more about what base 10 blocks are. So I totally forgot that I ordered that. That's awesome. Big thing for teachers, white cardstock. And I use this for all my centers that I print off on paper and then laminate them. So we need all this. The rest of the stuff in here is just a ton of construction paper. Probably thinking this is gonna be more construction paper. Really construction paper. Okay. So, got this whole box of construction paper, and I hope it's enough to save through there. I'm going to show you how much that is. So I have this whole box of construction paper, and that whole box there of construction paper. So I ordered a lot of construction paper this year. Again, I totally forgot stuff that I ordered that I'm like really excited for. So I got these jumbo tweezers, and I'm going to use them for different things. So I'm going to use these for a science center that I have, but then I'm also going to use them for fine motor skills with them. And this is a set of 12. Now that I've unboxed all of this, I'm going to go put the construction paper back. Organize all the multicultural paper because they were all mixed up, and I'm going to go ahead and put them back in my color paper spots. But I don't have enough spots for each of these to be like in a separate one, But some of these I can like combine, like I can put the white paper with the other white construction paper, and I think one of these browns matches like a different brown, and I think I can combine some of these so there's two colors that are close together. Actually able to fit all of the multicolor paper in here, and I like combined the browns and stuff. So this is all construction paper that I have here, and then this is just plain computer paper that I have for this empty spot. But now it's all organized, but now I have to figure out all my extra pieces that don't fit in there and all like the bigger construction paper. Finally organized all my construction paper, and I'm going to show you what I did with it. So I put all the bigger construction paper in here in piles, and then my extra pieces that couldn't fit in this thing, and then here. And then this is a bunch of like scrap paper, so I just put a tub. So now this is all like my black, white, gray, neutral colors. And then I did the same for my more like warm tones. This one I have like a ton of scrap paper. And then my cool tones. The only thing I haven't done yet, which is going to be a little shocking, is this drawer. It's just a bunch of stuff. It mostly has a bunch of like bulletin board paper that I had used in the past, and I just throw it in here. I'm not ready to organize this yet, so I'm just gonna leave it here for now. The next thing on my list is I'm gonna go get these bulletin boards done. This one I use for the writing center, and that one last year I used it as our data wall that we have to have, but now I'm thinking of using it as like a focus wall since we have to do I can statements. Just broke my stapler. Maybe I'm not supposed to do bulletin boards today. I don't know. Yeah, this is broken. It's done. So I'm gonna go see if I can find another one. Alright, you guys, so I found another stapler. Let's try this again. Looks like I put the pink border on the actual bulletin board and stapled that in, and then this blue scalloped border I taped on the metal part so you don't have to see the part. It's got a nice layer. So I've been at school for about 4 hours. I got here at 9:30 and it's almost 2, and I'm gonna head out today. It's really warm in here. I didn't get as much as I wanted to get done today because I got all the boxes of all the curriculum and the things that I ordered, so I had to figure out where I'm putting those. I still have some spots where I'm not quite sure where I'm putting it for now, but I'm going to go ahead and take off. Good morning, YouTube. So today I have an appointment this morning, and then I'm going to spend the rest of the day working in my classroom trying to get as much done as I can. Yesterday my mom came with me and we got a couple things done. I didn't record anything because we were also running errands at the same time. So I will show you when I get to my classroom what are the newest things that we did. I do want to show you what I am doing right now in order to prepare when I get to my classroom today. I got this happy planner from Michael's and it was half off, and I also used my teacher discount on it. So I'm going to show you how I use this. I use this for not only TBT, but I'm also planning on using this for school for like meetings and stuff like that to keep me organized. In August, I went ahead and I put like, I have like appointments and stuff in here, but then I have different events for school and like our PLCs and work days, so that's all organized. And then if I come in here where it's like for the week, I'm making a list of things to do. So these are the different things that when I first get to my classroom, this is what I'm going to work on today. And if I have time to do more things, then I will. So last time I went, there was 2 things that I didn't get into, so I only put the organizing my science cabinet down here because I decided organizing my guided reading area, I can actually wait until the school year, so it's not a big deal if that's not done, because at least it looks nice for when parents come, but the rest of this needs to be done before the school starts. So that is how I'm using my planner. So I just got back into my classroom and I'm going to show you everything that my mom and I did from yesterday because I didn't get a chance to record it. Okay, so this curtain, I had it last year, but we didn't really sew it. We kind of used like double-sided tape. And so half of the curtain fell. And so my mom actually sewed it onto the tension rod. And so it's just hiding all of my art supplies. So all that stuff in there. So now I've got this curtain and it actually works. It's not, oh no! Well, it was working. The curtain's working, tension rod, not so much. Hold on, I'm gonna fix it. Okay, so the key to that is to not touch it, just let it be. So, it's back up there now, and hopefully it won't fall when I start looking through stuff. So, let's go see what other stuff I did yesterday. This, my art center this year, so I started putting in random things. It's not how it's actually gonna look yet, but just for ideas of what to include in here. So I'm thinking of putting paper here. I think I'm gonna do scissors maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll put paper there and scissors in that one and stickers in that one. I'm not quite sure yet. I've got 3 down here for different art supplies. That's stencils. So I'm trying to figure out other items to keep in here, but other items that I want my kids to have access to, because there's some art supplies that I do not want my kids to have access to because there'll be paint everywhere. We also did my library. We reorganized it. We used some of these green bins from Target, from the dollar spot. So we organized it so it actually looks cohesive. So I just need to print off more labels to add to there. I know this looks exactly the same, but we didn't put in those flowers, but we were kind of messing with it. We're trying to come up with sayings to put up here and here. But then I also want a saying right up here as well. Another thing that we did was over here, a bunch of like signs that another teacher had made me for my first year teaching. I also had my pictures from my student teaching, and we moved it over here by my desk, and it looks so pretty. So there's a sign that, so these 2 signs a friend of mine made for me, and then those 2 picture frames are from when I student taught for kindergarten. So I have those hanging up there. So that's gonna look really good, but don't look at the mess. And I looked at my planner, which I showed you guys this morning. And so the first thing I put on there is to put border around my whiteboard. So I'm gonna look and see what color I want to use for that. That was on my list of things to do, but I don't like any of the border with this. Like, I like this border. I'm not sure if I like it with my whiteboard, so I don't know. Do I want to label it like my other bulletin boards? But if I do that, this is hard to do one-handed. If I do that, it kind of like hangs down. Pink, it covers up a lot more. I don't necessarily want to cut it. I can't decide. So I think I'm gonna hold off on that because because I'm not liking these choices. Maybe pick up some new border. I'm not really sure. I didn't really care for the yellow because I'm going to use that for the main hallway. So I think I'm going to wait and hold off. Maybe I'll do that later today. Maybe I'll do it next week. I have no idea. That didn't work with the border. I think I'm going to go to my next thing, which is to finish labeling out my library. So I'm feeling like I shouldn't even be here today because literally just sat here to get on my computer. Nothing is working. It's saying that I'm holding down the control key, but I'm not. Everything I'm trying to do, I end up not getting done because it's not working. So I'm like stressing out over here because I need to get stuff done while I'm here. There's 2 weeks left before, well actually, there's less than 2 weeks before school starts. And we're gonna be in meetings that first full week. So I need to get my act together. I need things to start working. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I feel like the list that I made for today just isn't gonna happen because it's stuff I need to get from my computer. It's freaking out. It's not working. It's so stressful. Okay, I'm gonna see what else I can get done today. Organize this bottom drawer. It's been years. So, oh, just kidding. There's stuff back there. So, I went ahead and just did like what I did with my other paper. This is all like scrapbook paper. My borders, they're probably gonna get a little tangled up, but that's okay. I'm probably never gonna use those, so I don't even know why I'm keeping those. And then ribbon. Really just frustrated with everything today. I'm gonna go home, try not to think about school stuff, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. And hopefully tomorrow will be a better day because I need to fix up this mess. I'm done. I'm so done. Hey guys, so today is Thursday, August 3rd, 4th. I don't know, I have teacher brain, I don't remember what day it is. I'm gonna go work in my classroom today. My mom is supposed to meet me there. We're gonna have a better day. It was overwhelming yesterday with how much I was realizing I had to get done. And so I left it a big mess. But my mom's coming to help. I'm not sure I'm gonna record while she's there, just because we usually are doing so much that I don't have time to like set up the camera. But we're having a better day. We're gonna get stuff done. It's gonna be all good. So what do you do when the laminator is on the other side of the school and it's a gorgeous day? You take the long route and go outside, walk all the way back to your classroom. Alright guys, it has been another long day in my classroom. We did get some things done, but again, there were some things where I wanted to get it done, but we couldn't figure out a solution, and I was just getting so frustrated that I have to walk away. I have to walk away, go home, and figure out how to solve them. So I'm going to show you some of the stuff that me and my mom did today. We added signs for my writing center, and then this is my focus wall where I'm gonna have all I can statements. And I got the the pennant banners are for the schoolgirl style set that I've been talking about, and then I don't remember what the font name is called, but I will link it below. Let's see, what else did we do today? This is when I feel like we didn't do that much. I can't even remember. We have what's supposed to be our data wall, and I like where data wall says, but then I'm supposed to do reading, and then the thought is to put like their goal below and then do math, but reading doesn't fit. Math is going to be too small, so I need to figure out a different way to write out the names and put it on here. Yesterday I had these numbers, and I went to go tape them on the book bins, and they're obviously too big. So I went ahead and I made them smaller, and I decided not to do the same print. I did a different print, and this is again with the schoolgirl set. So instead of doing the same one, I'm going to keep these, and I used a Sharpie, so I'm going to use an Expo marker and a Clear-X wipe to wipe it off, and I'm going to write my kids' names, and then I'm going to stick it in their cubbies there. So that's how I'll still save these. And then I just shrunk these down, and my mom taped them on all the book bins down there. That's honestly all that we did today, and I just feel like we didn't get a lot accomplished, and I know that we did a lot of things that were good, and we just got stumped on different things on what to do. So I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna go figure out how I'm gonna do my Leader Me wall, trying to figure out how to do my whiteboard wall, because I even showed my mom the borders and she didn't like it either. So trying to figure all that out too, and I don't know if I'm gonna come up tomorrow or not. We'll see. I probably will, because I need to get stuff done. We'll see what happens. I have been avoiding those two cabinets, the science cabinet and my math cabinet, for days now. Like ever since I emptied them out, I haven't touched it, and I really need to put all my stuff away in there, but I really don't want to. I'm avoiding it like the plague. So instead, I'm setting up my calendar area, and then when that's done, I'm going to start the math cabinet, even though I'm not looking forward to it at all. Trying to rearrange my calendar area. I'm adding the schedule cards, but I'm also adding the special schedule cards for the week. Normally I just put up one for that day, but in my head I was thinking it'd be better if I just could do it through the whole week. That way my kids know, okay, we have PE on this day and we can review that, and that way I won't have to change it every single morning, because there are days that I forget to change it out. But I'm not liking how my calendar is at all. So with that being said, I'm gonna stop there, because I think now I'm gonna have to do the math cabinet, and I really don't want to. Ugh, you guys, I really don't want to mess with this. Ugh. So I finally did it. Cleaned out my math cabinet, and it looks great. Alright, I got another cabinet done. This is gonna be my science cabinet. I have up here, I have just different types of flashcards from the Target Dollar Spot, and then these were some like flip books that I found with the science kit that we had. These are different like action figures from the Target, some are from Target Dollar Spot, and some of those like those characters are from like Hobby Lobby. Joey and this little like miniature like animals. I don't know what to call them. I have these different shapes and beads and like just mix match of things in here. So those are gonna be loose parts. That's a bunch of like fall stuff. Up here are some cards, or this is a kite set that I got from another teacher. These are cards that I can put in for a sensory center to make it more academic if needed. I've got rocks and construction cars for a sensory center, and then I guess sandbox for lizards, and then these are fossils for when we do Dino Week. Cards for specials. Those are our schedule cards for the whole day. Other stuff for my calendar. I looked up pocket charts, but everything was going to be huge. And over here is their jobs, and then I printed off circles with numbers, and then I'm just going to put it below here. So I'll probably, they're small enough, they can probably move this up some. But that's what it's looking like so far. I'm gonna go ahead and head home. I got here probably by like 11, and is it to come tomorrow? But I can't make that promise.